It's not everything it seems. The world
Started off on Match.com. I actually had just taken a job in San Antonio and looked online, figured I should change my profile and switched it over to San Antonio.
We met online through Match.com. It was 2010 and he sent me a message and he said that he's interested with me after reading my profile.
And the very first profile that popped up was Hazel's, and I was like, oh wow, she's really cute. And so I read her profile and it's like, wow, this girl's perfect for me.
We had some similarities in terms with families and values and interests with food.
I went ahead and I clicked the favorite button so that I could go ahead and email her later on. I clicked on the wink button and gave her a nice little wink that, hey, I'm interested in you.
He kept on sending me messages. And then a month after, he asked me out.
Our first date, which was a little surprise to me, she told me I thought we'd just meet somewhere.
It was funny when the first time I saw him, because I was living with my cousin, and then my cousin opened the door for him and he came.
Instead, she invited me to come to her house and pick her up, which I thought was kind of strange at first, but I was game for it and just was hoping that when I knocked on her door, she wouldn't invite me in and slice me up.
He invited me for lunch, and then my cousin was pushing me like, okay, go, take her anywhere you want.
The proposal actually, for any guy, is several months in the making, at least thinking about it. Is this what I want to do? Well, there's no doubt in my mind that was what I wanted to do. So first, it was all the way back in November that I called her mother, asked for her permission, and her mother was very teary-eyed and crying. It was hard to understand. And finally she said yes, I could, that I had her permission.
He talked to my mom, and then through Skype, and my mom said, okay, take care of my daughter then.
At that point, I didn't have the ring. I still had to save up for the ring. Her family all knew back in the Philippines, and her cousin knew, and it wasn't until February 25th that I actually went and I bought the ring. I had gotten back from a business trip, stopped, bought the ring, picked her up from work, and we went down for the Riverwalk.
We went to Texas to Brazil. We had dinner there, and then I told him, like, can we walk around the Riverwalk just walk around, just relax.
There should have been some signs to her that something was up, because she always sits on my right-hand side, but I had the ring in my pocket on my right-hand side. So I actually made her sit on my left-hand side as we were sitting, waiting to be seated at the restaurant.
We were by the Hotel Contessa, and he said, how about we sit down for a while? Like, okay. I thought he was just tired.
Here she thought that after walking half a mile I was just out of shape and tired and needed to sit down. So she went along with it, but as we sat down with our back to the river, I explained to her the story that it was the site where the first Catholic wedding happened back in the 1600s.
He said, do you know what this place is? And I said, no, it's a marriage island. Like, okay, so he told me the history about it.
We have this little thing where we ask each other, why do you love me? And we give each other little quotes from things that they did throughout the day, that we did throughout the day that just endeared us to one another.
I told him why I love him, and then I asked him, why do you love me? And then he said, because you complete me. And I said, nah, you just took that from a movie.
And I said, that's not the only line that I stole from a movie. I stole this one too. And I got down on one knee and I pulled out the ring and proposed, and then there was this 20 to 30 minute silence. At least that's what it felt like. It was probably about 20 to 30 seconds before finally she said yes, and then we gave each other a hug and kissed and embraced.
So I was just staring at the ring and like, really? Someone's proposing to me? Like, oh my gosh. And then that's when we hugged and we kissed, and people were cheering on us like, awesome, somebody proposed to me and he loves me.
I can't think of anybody else I'd rather be with, and I hope that I can give you everything that you deserve, because you're just so special and really fill my heart with love and everything. It's just amazing. I can't express in words just how I feel about you.
I know how we love each other, and I know how much we respect each other, and I know how much we trust each other, and I know how much we have God in in our marriage, involving God in our marriage.
She's just such a giving person. I don't think there's a nicer person on the planet, and I really am the luckiest to be with her.
I love you and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
I love you.
I love you. Major, major piña colada, mas mahal kita.